Hey, Rami. All right, so here we are at the house. Give you a little spin. This is all your property. That shed right here is yours. Nice long driveway. It's pretty close off of the road. This is kind of like a side road. This road here is a side road off of 285. You're pretty close to it, but it's not all that busy. I hear a car go by now. Hang on. So that's kind of what it sounds like if you heard that, but I don't think it's too bad. It's not too much of a busy road. And that road's obviously well maintained, so that makes it easy. There's the front door. Smart lock. You enter on the lower level. And then the stairs go up to the second floor. So there's a little bit of like a musty smell in here. It smells like it. This house is built in 1930. So it smells a little like it. I wouldn't say it's too bad, but you definitely smell it a little bit. Here's this cute little bunk room. I'm not sure why that panel is open, that you can see the furnace. Furnace makes kind of a rattling sound when it runs. Not the end of the world, I don't think. It's not too bad. But it's cute in here. So you can sleep too. It's cute. Here you have a bathroom. I did a nice remodel in here. Rain shower, handheld. So it's nice, they did a good job. Okay. And then we have, this is, looks like storage closet for the cleaners, as well as, I can't open it this way, but your laundry is in here as well. There we go. It's your laundry. It's nice kind of like heavy duty curtains. There's smart thermostats throughout. See, like the road is out there, but you have like a good amount of property and these big trees, especially in the summer, to make it not feel like you're right on a road, which is nice. Bedroom number 2. Nice window. It's definitely a narrow room, as we could sort of tell from the photos. So I think how they have it set up is pretty good. I think if you wanted to maximize the number of guests, you could do bunk beds in where these beds are. So bunk bed here, bunk bed there, if the height allows for it, just to maximize how many people you can fit. Closet. Okay. In this space, it is a little bit of dead space. From when I looked at the photos, I thought maybe you could do some sort of little amenity here, like I don't know, foosball table or something like that. I think you could potentially, I don't know, you could see how you feel about it. It's just that when you walk right in, that's the first thing you would see, whereas this right now sort of greets you as almost like a lobby. So potential there, but maybe it's just good as is. Okay, so we'll go upstairs. I will say in my opinion, all the finishes are really pretty. I'd be pretty excited if I came to stay here, I think. Go up to here. So you come, the windows and natural light in here are really beautiful. Especially with this afternoon sun coming in. So you have sort of this sunroom. This is where they chose to put their TV. It's on a swivel mount, so I'm sure they just pull it out so that, and they've got speakers. The people sitting on the couch here can watch. I think I would go with a larger couch. If you are sleeping 6 to 8 people, you definitely want to have at least one space where they can all congregate. So that could be here. Or something else I think is an interesting idea is, let me show you this room first. These huge windows are awesome. Is to potentially swap where this setup is with that setup and have that be more of a little foyer sitting area, and then put a TV above the fireplace, and get a nice big couch here, probably a sectional or something like that, to where you could have 6 to 8 people sit together and hang out, watch a movie. I think that's missing here a little bit, and that's something I look for when I personally book Airbnbs with big groups. So I think that would be a good fix. Nice big windows, porch area. I'll go out to that next, but first, let's go here. This is bedroom number 3 of 3. So this is what I'd probably consider your master, because it has the fuller queen size bed. Looks like a queen. They did a good job with furnishing, in my opinion. So you see like a wall here, but I don't think it's bad. I think it feels kind of cozy because you still get natural light. Good sized closet. They've got some games in here and a little baby chair. Additional linens. We go into the bathroom. Which is nice. It definitely has kind of mountain hotel feeling to it. Little extra storage in this little cove. So yeah, to me this feels like the central congregating place. I would switch up the setup. This appears to be wood burning based on the surrounding ashes and such. And it doesn't look like there's gas anywhere. So you can have your guests, allow them to do fires if you're comfortable with it. A lot of people like doing that when they're staying in a mountain destination, having access to use a fireplace, and you can just give them instructions on how to do it safely. You can convert this to gas if you really wanted to. Obviously there's an expense there, but I would say your guests are going to want to be able to use the fireplace when they're staying up here one way or the other. Porch. There's a dog. So this property is 1.71 acres, if I didn't say that already. Dog saying hello. It's a nice little porch area. With some chairs. Speakers out here, or just the one, but kind of nice. And then there's stairs coming down from here that you'd access in the summertime. Looks like it walks out to a little, not sure what that is, some sort of little platform. But this is all your property. Okay, dining and kitchen. So it's your dining area. It's got kind of this fun little plaster detail. The windows are all obviously older. Some of them are double paned, some of them are not. So likely not the most efficient windows, but they have a really nice look to them. I think they definitely have a lot of charm. Entering into the kitchen, let me flip on some lights. Okay, so the finishes in the kitchen definitely feel very upscale. Some nice stonework here. Big old farmhouse sink. Nice little view above it. Dishwasher. This is probably like your trash. Yep, trash is here. Wine cooler, just a nice touch. Door to the back patio, which we'll go out to. Storage. And then you have your oven, pot filler, all of that good stuff. That's kind of fun. Definitely nice. Lots of storage. The detail on the hardware is pretty nice. I like it. Yeah, tons of storage. They've got some decanters in there. Nice fridge. Little nick right there. Retro microwave. Here's all their dishes and cups. So like we talked about, super, super nice that it would come with all this already. These could use a little love, unless that's the, yeah. These all could use a couple more washes, but that it comes with all this already. And so you can just start renting on closing day, which is, I mean, granted, we give them an offer that they are willing to include the furniture, but if we can negotiate that, then that makes a huge difference in the time and money you'll have to spend to get this thing going. So I love this detail with this, these blocks. You'll see in the listing photos, this is a dining set and a grill. So in the summer, this is pretty cool. This little like chimenea. So I think this is a really fun little area. You can hear the road, but like I said, the cars aren't super frequent, so it's not too big of a deal, in my opinion. You have steps down here to access more of your property. I do think you're going to want to add a hot tub here. So we can determine the best place to do that. I kind of like this little pad right here. It's close to the house. It's close to electrical right there. There's already concrete poured here. What we would need to do is test whether you need to upgrade your electrical panel to accommodate that or not, and determine if you want to do that. But in these mountain properties, people literally search like by the word hot tub. So I think it's pretty essential that you have it. These steps look a little treacherous, but I'm going to do it anyway with the snow. Just because I want to check this out. This is some sort of stove. You can look at the photos and see if we can see more about that. There's steps up to your balcony off the second floor. There's a, I'll go over there, swing under here, which is kind of fun. So yeah, here's a little swing. Could also put a chair right here. It's kind of cozy under here. The dog really loves saying hello. Looks like he's on the other side of that fence. Another thing I think is very cool about this property is I didn't realize quite how close it is to Red Rocks Amphitheater. On your way in here, you pass right by the entrance and you're like 10 minutes away from the property, which is pretty huge, because even in my Denver Metro home, excuse how out of breath I am, a lot of people will come just for Red Rocks concerts. Like, that's the purpose of their trip. So for you to have a nice house really 10 minutes away from there, that feels like a mountain getaway, but they're close to everything, is a huge selling point. So there you go. That is the tour. If we were to move forward on this, we would have a super thorough inspection done. We have a really great inspector. His name is Scott. He was a builder for a couple decades and then went into inspecting. So he just knows these kinds of buildings inside and out, super familiar with mountain properties. And he would come in here, make sure everything is in tip-top shape. Your appliances are working properly. Your HVAC makes sense. Oh, there's no cooling. I didn't mention that. You don't really need it here, more than likely, any sort of cooling. But if you did, because there's no ductwork, or at least that's upstairs, there's not, you'd likely have to go the mini split route. Again, I don't think you'll need that, but if you ever want it, that's what you'd probably have to do. Anyway, so he would look at everything, your septic tank, your well, heating system, make sure foundation, structure, roof, make sure everything is up to snuff. And then you would decide, what do you want to ask the sellers to fix things? Do you just not feel comfortable, and do you want to pull out of purchasing the property? That's completely up to you at that point, but we would certainly do our due diligence to make sure that everything is in the shape you'd like it to be. The other thing to note, and I'm sorry this video is so long, but I really want to be thorough for you, is the septic size tank. We need to find out what the septic tank size is, because that determines the number of occupants that you're technically allowed to have by Jefferson County. So, and we want to make sure that it accommodates the number of bedrooms in here, which is 3. So you want to have a 3-bedroom size septic tank at minimum. I think that's everything for now. My overall impression of the property is I actually think it's really great. I think it's an old house, and so there's a couple things that you would need to work around, like that smell downstairs. There's probably, it's like a slight must, but it's present. So something to, I don't know, air purifier, plugins, whatever, to make it smell a little nicer in there. Yeah, the less efficient windows, but they add charm. So there are things that are like, this is just a 1930s house, but they've upgraded it really nicely, in my opinion. I really, really love the location in proximity to Red Rocks and Denver Metro. And I think it's just really turnkey, which really makes it stand out to me, aside from the fact that the finishes are really nice. So there you go, the super long video. I hope it's helpful. Obviously reach out with any questions that you have, and we can take the next step at that point. So there you go.